Hey guys, Emils here, and today I'll show you how to start up the A-4E Skyhawk very quickly with no extra hassle. Alright, let's get into it. So first things you want to do is go to ground crew, ground electric power, and on.
Turn on the ground power.
You want to keep the canopy open until we disconnect from ground power.
Ground power is now on.
You can see the little pod outside, and now we want to wait for this light to come on. It has now come on. We can press the start button, which is this big metal round button. Now we want to look at our engine RPM, and when it reaches 5%, we want to right click on the throttle, that puts it into ignition. And when it reaches 15%, we want to go into idle. Now we want to wait for the engine to stabilize at 55%, and then we can disconnect ground power. Warning lights have come off, RPM is steady, so now we can disconnect ground power. And now we can close the canopy with Ctrl C or with this lever over here. Now there's only a couple more things we really want to do. If you want to use your two waypoints that you can have, you want to turn on your nav into standby and your waypoints into standby as well. Turn your TACAN to receive, IFF is not functional, radio to transmit receive plus guard. You can set your cockpit lighting here and your external lighting around here. You want to put your AFCS into standby, and later on we'll turn on stability augmentation. Oxygen on. We want to turn our radar into standby and angle attack compensation on. You can turn on our radar altimeter by pressing it in, and you can set it by using the scroll wheel. You want all your weapons to be off and safe. You can set your altimeter, put your ECM into standby, adjust the gun sight brightness, and before taxi we can set our stability augmentation to on, and set our waypoints to D1 if you have waypoints. And that's the minimum you need to get in the air. Now there are some little nuances that we could have adjusted, but this is literally more even than the bare minimum than you need to be able to fly with the A-4E Skyhawk. Next up is the taxi tutorial, so see you there.